everybody, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Hello if you're new. Today I am going to be showing you guys my 2018-2019 academic planner. I will really quickly, this is part of my video everyday planication is what I'm calling it for the month of June. So I'm not really sure what day you're seeing this, but hi guys. But yeah, it's just gonna be a normal video. I just want to say hello if you are back from yesterday's video. So back to what I was saying. This was my planner for the school year. The school year is now over, and I'm just going to show you guys. I did an initial like flip through in the beginning of the year, but I'm going to show you guys like how I used it and things like that. Sorry about my nails. I need to get them done, but I don't know when I'm going to get them done. So anyways, let's just get into the video. Just in case you have not watched my initial video, I do have the Erin Condren academic planner, but I got mine from a bookstore instead of the Erin Condren website just because it came dated, and I 100% like do not regret that decision at all because I couldn't have done it if it wasn't dated. But anyways, hopefully this year's will be dated, fingers crossed. I just messaged Erin Condren, like the Facebook page, and they said it's being released mid-June, so we have a couple weeks. But okay, so the first page, all I did was put my name on it, but I covered it up just because it had like my school information and stuff. And I did do this, and I love doing this. I ended up putting it in my actual planner too. It was really helpful, especially like during school when I was trying to figure out what week we were in. I went through, I put the first day of classes, winter break, just random days we had no school, finals, and when our grades were going to be posted, which was nice. So this I 100% recommend doing. Now the projects and exams pages I did use, and they were pretty helpful. I didn't use them, I used them fall semester, but not winter, what is that called? Spring. We're not on quarters anymore, so I'm not used to saying it. But I used them fall semester, not really spring. I'm not sure why, I kind of just forgot about it, but it definitely was helpful. And then throughout, these are some random notes. I wasn't sure how I wanted to use my monthly at first. More notes. There was a good amount of note pages. Yeah, I wasn't sure how I wanted to use my monthly at first, so I kind of just put in my class schedule, and it worked for my fall semester just because I had like a weird-ish schedule. Like I had hybrid classes. So sometimes we met on, or typically Monday we had actual class, and then Wednesday it was supposed to be like an online day. So it was helpful just so I could keep up. And then there was other times like my classes would meet online. Sounds weird. So I just put my class schedule in. And then, so this was like the first week of school. There wasn't much going on. It wasn't until like right here I kind of started to use it, and even that I didn't really use it as much as I do later on in the year. But I did like for a while just using the highlighter or my midliners. There were some notes. October I didn't do a monthly spread. I don't think I really used it in October. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I went back and forth with what I couldn't really figure out what I wanted to do. I liked having this. Like today it was what classes I had or things I needed to do, but then I'm not really sure why I put this, to be honest. So that was interesting. There's me doing this. That really didn't work for me. November, this was, I mean, again, it was more important this month that I put my class schedule because like on the 5th I didn't have my first class, which I usually have on Mondays. So, and then I also didn't have it on the 26th, so it was kind of like weird, and there were some other things going on. So it was helpful. And then I did keep on doing this sidebar in my monthly, and I loved it. And then I was putting in, I think this is when I was like, okay, I like this. I was putting in what week we were in, and then also like separating like by what was due today, and then things I wanted to do, and then also using the to-do a little bit. Throughout, I'd say the whole planner, the hardest part for me was to use the to-do section. In like this semester or spring semester, I really didn't. So that was like my one thing I wasn't really a big fan of in this planner. Yeah, so this is just, that's how I kind of got into the little system of using it like that. Oh, and then actually I found this and I love this. I think I saw, her name is Gray's Plan on Instagram, and I literally love this, and it was like week 13, and I was like, I have to use this next semester. So sometimes just instead of putting like, because here is like when I kind of scheduled to do stuff, but what I found to do was just like make a huge checklist and just get it done. So like, you know, like at the end of the week, all these things should be done. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in like this, when I get to the spring semester, because I did it more there. But yeah, that's kind of what was helping me. Some more notes. December, I didn't have, like I only had classes up until this week, so I didn't do a whole spread. Oh wait, maybe I had December 14th I had an essay due. Okay, so I guess I had them till this week. Yeah, that's that. Oh, during class I would get a little bored. We always did presentations on Wednesday, and I presented like the second week of the semester, so I never had to do anything on Wednesday, so I would just meal plan during class. So that is what that is. December, I was out of school. January, I was out of school. And then this was when the semester started again. And I kind of figured out I was just going to go back to using the planner how I used the old planner. And it was just putting like the class and then what needed to be done. And that worked for me. So this is the checklist, but I started using my monthly like this, and this absolutely, like I absolutely loved it, and it absolutely worked for me. But for me, this was the most helpful. Sorry if I kind of breezed through the first half, just because, oh my gosh. The reason for that is just because it wasn't as effective as the way I started doing it this semester was. So I didn't really have much to talk about it, but this I'll slow down and talk a little more in depth about. I don't even think that sentence made sense. Oh well. Okay, so this was what the monthly looks like, and I just picked a color for every class. This was my biology class, stress management, teaching PE, liberal studies, and geography class. And I just went through with our syllabus and wrote in what needed to be actually I didn't write what needed to be done. I wrote the due dates of things, and then also put like what week we were in, which was super helpful. And I loved it. So that worked out. In addition to doing this, I also weekly would make a checklist, just so I could, like I said, see like a rundown of what needed to be done for the week. And then based on this checklist was when I would go and put in right here like when I wanted to do things. So I knew I needed to do my lecture, so I put it on Tuesday and Thursday because those were the days that I knew I could do them. And then so chapter 2 reading quiz, I put that in. And then the discussion prompt, things like that. So that's how I started doing it, and this really worked for me. I'm not sure how next year's planner is going to look, but hopefully I can do this again, because like I said, it worked for me. It helped me get my 4.0 GPA this what is it called, semester. I'm so used to saying quarters, but hopefully I'll get used to saying semesters by now, or not by now, soon, hopefully soon. And yeah, I continued doing that and it just really worked out. So that was that. And yeah, there was blank days, which was fine. That just meant I had no homework. And before it kind of bothered me. So these are more my checklist. Sometimes it was just like an all blue week. I fell in love. I love this color purple. It's the Papermate Flares. And then here's March, same thing. I just picked different colors. I picked colors every month based on how I wanted the spread to look. And I saw something that was really cool and I wish I would have done. They took a compliment card. I don't think I have one sitting at my desk. I should though. I guess I don't. But someone took a compliment card and then put in a key and then coiled it into their, or put a coil clip on it and stuck it in their planner. And that would have been really helpful, especially because I kept on changing the colors. But this is how I used it, and then I put like some things I needed to do, like finish my financial aid, make an advising appointment in my summer classes, and I just loved this. And then it was the same thing. Some weeks I didn't use it. I think also some weeks I was just relying on those checklists. And then there's this week. I'm trying to remember what was going on this week. This week was pretty. I love these colors together. I guess I wasn't using a checklist. And then April was my like last full month of school. And I had spring break, so I put that in. And April I think turned out really pretty. Again, like the colors, I think I did a good job picking them out. And obviously like my to-do list was way longer in this month, and that was just because it was my last full month of school. And like I started writing here, I was just in the final stretch. Like after I came back from spring break, I called this the final stretch because there was just 5 weeks left. And I was putting my volunteer hours, which was helpful because I needed to know when I actually went and volunteered at the farm, which is what I have to do for one of my classes. I put my registration time. These were just other things I needed to do. And then I continued writing in some things that I had to do. And I loved putting like little squares so I could check it off. Sometimes obviously I didn't go back and check them off, but for when I did, I liked it. And then this was my final stretch of assignments, which I again never went back and checked off, but this is what I used, like just to know this was all I had to do. And I was on summer break and I did everything. I'm on summer break. This paper was 30 pages and so was, where is it? This paper. Oh my gosh, I can't believe, like, and these were due within a week of each other. So essentially, I mean, yeah, this one I really like hadn't started that early, so I wrote all 30 pages in like 4 days, and then this one also 4 days. So no bragging, but I wrote 60 pages in like a week, which was crazy. And yeah, I didn't do anything for May because my finals were, okay, so this was a thing. My finals were this week, but I didn't have any finals where I had to go. The only thing I had to do was physically turn in a paper on the 14th. But I was like, oh, I'll just finish it early and turn it in like this week. So I'm not going to do a whole spread for 2 weeks. But I ended up, it took me way longer to write those 2 papers. So I ended up like I wasn't able to start all my finals early because, and that sounds weird, 3 of my finals were online and then my teachers had opened them up the week before and I was only able to get 1 done this week. So I still had to do the other 2 and I didn't do the 1 until like Thursday. So I guess technically I could have done a spread, but at the same time I didn't see the point in doing one. So there's like nothing in here, but oh, this was stuff I needed to do, and instead of writing it, I just put it on Post-its. And yeah, that is it. There's nothing in June because I'm out on summer break. I was supposed to take a couple summer classes, but I ended up not needing them, so I'm not taking them anymore, which is nice. And then in the back, I have some note pages that I started, and this was just like, I wanted to have my master schedule, so I knew like fall, but then I never went in and put spring. And the reason for that is honestly because my schedule always changes, like up until the last day of ad drop, so I just didn't know, and I didn't put it in there. And then this page, which I had like such good intentions for, but I didn't use it, but I'm saying it here, so hopefully I do. When next school year comes around, I do want to use this page because it would have been so helpful, because there's so many times where I was at the library. Luckily, like, my computer saves all my passwords, but like random school websites that I have, and it would have just been helpful to put it in there. And then also my school makes me change my password like all the time, so I just forget it. And those were like notes from my lecture I attended. And yeah, that was it. Oh, I did coil clip in the folder and the pocket. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out now because I'm about to retire this planner, meaning put it on a shelf that I don't use, of planners I don't use anymore. And it was helpful to have these two things. And like this one, I think I stuck my something I needed for math in here, and then like anytime I would get like a little flyer, I would stick in the folder, so I like doing that. And yeah, that is it. Overall, I would say that I really liked the academic planner. It really worked for me. It took me a while, literally a whole semester, to figure out how I wanted, or to figure out how it could work for me. We'll just go with that because I can't figure out what I'm trying to say. And yeah, other than that, I definitely recommend it. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys because I know I did an initial video about it, but I never like gave an update on it. So that is that. I hope you guys I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video if you're sticking around for plancation. And yeah, make sure to follow me on Instagram, and I think that's it. Bye guys.